What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room. I'm back at you with another video. Listen, this is your Sunday Motivator. Man, I got a jam-packed video for you, but right now, I need you to like, share, and subscribe, and I need you to come along with us on the journey. Listen, check the description tab. Tons of tools and tidbits right there at your fingertips to make you a more successful trader. Goal is to be better prepared today than you were yesterday. Now, if you're ready to rock it with us, then all I got to say to you is follow me, and let's go to war. Hey, Traders War Room wants to remind the viewer that all content on this channel is for entertainment and education purposes only. You are responsible for every decision you make. Have fun, be cautious, but always, always go to war. Listen, y'all, my bot is starting to get recognized. Some other places, been getting some DMs and getting some notices that people are purchasing my bot and putting in server. If you want my bot in your server, man, get at your boy and let's talk business. All right, team, you know what time it is. Let's get into the buzz report. What was hot and what was not in the stock market. All right, we went over this on Friday, but here's how your markets closed. Trending news, transatlantic travel restart. Sydney Airport agrees, 17.5 billion buyout. Credit Suisse chairman says big investors back overhaul. Supply chain problems crimp profit for Berkshire Buffett Hathaway. And U.S. Senate bill. We talked about that one last week. I want to talk about this one a little bit. So, transatlantic travel restart means the world to Virgin Atlantic. Now, all right, I get it, Virgin Atlantic, but we're thinking about travel restarting, things of that nature, plus the federal government talking about, pushing more money back into the government and, pushing money into certain industries and things of that nature. So now it's getting our mind thinking that airline stocks and travel stocks and things of that nature might be ready for a kick up here in the near future. And the big kicker on this one is they're looking at the momentum moving into the next 3 to 6 months, and they're saying it's positive momentum. So definitely we need to pay attention. I got a few tickers I want to share with you here in just a second. So what you're looking at is you're just looking at a list of airlines, and as you can see, a lot of the airlines are up. All right. Now, not every single one is as good as the other, but definitely they're paying attention to some of these, and you need to pay attention to a couple of these tickers. And if you're not in some airline stocks, you need to definitely do your own DD and start thinking about getting into some of these here in the near future. Because a lot of these are beat up, man. They're beat up hard, and so we need to pay attention. And when things are beat up, it's a time to strike, man. Strike hard, strike fast, and get things when they're cheap. Now, we're not just concerned with airlines, man. We want passenger transportation. So some of these overlap and things of that nature, but passenger transportation, okay, that's really what we're talking about. Things opening up, things taking people from one place to another, things taking goods from one place to the other. And like I said, I'm putting these up here so that you guys can take a look at some of these tickers. Maybe you've seen them, maybe you haven't, but you can look into some of these and do your own DD and try to get into some good stocks for a little longer term so that you're not just trading for the week or the next week, things of that nature. You're trading for a month out, 2 months out, 3 months out. All right, next story we want to talk about is Berkshire Hathaway. Okay, the supply chain problems, man. All right, so Warren Buffett, if you haven't heard of him, then you probably aren't an experienced trader and you need to spin yourself up, all right? Berkshire Hathaway definitely is feeling the supply chain crush, okay? And a lot of their profits have been ripped, all right? So we're paying attention to this because they are huge and a lot of their things deal with some technology, but not so much technology as they're hugely into transportation goods and also financial industries and insurance industries. And the reason why I'm putting these up here so that you guys can pause and do your own DD and kind of read these things, but you need to pay attention to the disruption on why the chain and things of that nature have crushed and what they've gotten into. Well, a lot of these were financial industries, and some of the financial industries have been taking a beating, especially as inflation rises and things of that nature. They're not giving out as many loans, they're not, doing as many transactions, things like that. But also, Berkshire Hathaway is a huge juggernaut company, and they deal in a lot of SPACs, man. And the SPACs, if you haven't been paying attention to those, they've been getting crushed. They've been crushed for a while. A lot of them are down extremely a lot. And again, you pause, you can read this thing, pay attention to the catastrophic losses, why they've lost so much money and things of that nature. And it'll tell you possibly where to kind of look forward to, because in those particular industries, they are probably low, and it might be a time to get in while they're low and think long term on these particular buys. And just like we did with the airlines, man, I want to share some tickers for some banks and financial institutions so that you can spin yourself up and get educated. And just as we talked about when we're looking at the sector performance, just in the 5-day alone, we noticed that financials has been beat up on the 5-day, and also healthcare. Those are what I'm paying attention to as far as trying to get ideas on good type of industries to get into low and ride them high over a period of time. So if you're a swing trader and a long position trader, these would be things that you need to pay attention to as well. And as far as healthcare is concerned, we're looking at medical equipment, supplies, and distribution. Been hit hard with the supply chain bottleneck type of thing that's going on. Definitely a good time to get into some of these tickers. Not every single one is the same, but you need to do your own due diligence and pay attention to the good ones that look like they got a good opportunity for growth. And while we always want to get stuff as it's trending, we definitely can't forget about the ones that have been beat up, man, because that gives us the opportunity of riding some good stocks up over long term and beating out some of the volatility that they're currently having. The pharmaceutical industry, man, it's always been a hot topic, man, and these are really volatile as well, okay? These spike hard when you get good news, and if they get bad news, man, they tank hard as well. So definitely be very cautious when getting into the pharmaceutical, but definitely a lot of opportunity to make some good money over a period of weeks to possibly months if you get into good solid ones and ride it out through the volatility. And when I look at pharmaceutical, I like to look at the ones that are really beat up, but they're a solid company and maybe just got like a bad news on like an FDA clearance. Not necessarily that their drug or their, particular research is bad, but maybe they didn't get the best results and they're going back. So you really have to dig into the companies and find out their pipeline and see if it's solid information moving forward before you get into these. But they do present some great opportunity to get in some cheaper stocks and ride these things up. All right, here's your futures and also the orders filled by Fidelity customers. That was last Friday, but the futures, those are current. So you want to pay attention to the futures. They give us a glimpse into what could potentially be as far as the market is, but futures, man, they're so volatile. Do not hold these as gospel. They will be green one moment and red the next, so pay attention to it, but definitely gives us a good idea to get a strategy and a plan moving forward. All right, let's talk about the alerts review, see what we did last week, and see what we got on the plate for this coming week. So last week, we absolutely smashed them in. We made a killing on a couple different plays, and we took a few losses. But overall, as long as you're making more money with your wins than you're losing with your losses, man, you're doing something right, and we killed it. This was a running total, so out of 39 total trades, we sold 30. We're swinging 9 of them. That was our total profit made. $1,038. We lost $151, so the difference is $887. Now, I want you to pay attention to this because this is key. This is identifying if you were to get into one contract at the place that I got in and sold when I sold and everything like that. Basically, you were mirroring my trades. This is what you would have ended up getting in the long run if you followed at least for one contract. Now, some of these, we do multiple contracts and everyone gets out at different prices because we all enter and exit the market at different times, so it'll fluctuate a little bit. But overall, we make a killing, and it's because we're staying patient, we're staying consistent, and we're getting into good, solid trades, and we're getting out of the bad trades quick. All right, and these are the swing trades I'm rocking this week, man. I like these going into this week. As always, I'm going to try to sell everything that I can at the volatility at the bell, making money, and the goal is always to not let a green trade turn red, okay? So even if your trade's only up 5-10%, but you're starting to see it maybe turn a reversal, it might be a good opportunity to consider taking profits, man, because you're up. Don't let a green trade turn red. I can't stress that enough. All right, now let's talk about some charts and some stocks that I'm liking this week, and we're going to rock out. First up, here's your earnings report, okay? Everything in the green box has my attention this week. especially some of the trendy ones that we're already in, like, Plantier and Neo and AMC. Of course, I love me some AMC and volatility. So these got my attention moving forward this week. And let's look at some of the stocks. All right, first stock we're paying attention to is PayPal, man, okay? Basically, a recent resistance point has been that blue line, and a recent support level is that red line, and those orange lines represent entry levels where we got to meet those particular levels in order to go up further. We have to close above those, and then we're thinking about the next orange line above that. But if it can't do that, then we're thinking it's going down, and now we're starting to focus on, the downward momentum. But definitely PayPal has my attention this week. Roblox, I love me some Roblox, man. I'm bullish on Roblox. I think they're going to do fairly well. I wouldn't be surprised if they sell off going into earnings. But after it finds its level at the lower level, I do think that this is going to go up, and we're going to start seeing them touching those orange lines. CLOV, okay, CLOV's riding high right now, okay, going into earnings. I don't think they hold this level. I think we see them come back. At least they come down a little bit, maybe to the $7.88 line or the $7.82, something like that, maybe even a little further before we see another uptick into it. But CLOV definitely has my attention, but when I think of CLOV, I'm thinking puts. AMC, man, AMC is difficult. I'm not really sure which way this is going to go. Have to pay attention to see how it does in pre-market and in the bell, but it could go either way. But I like both those orange levels, either high or low. Okay, so we're looking at the 42.22. If it can close above that, we're looking for calls, man. And if it's the 41.06, if it closes below that, we're definitely looking at some puts to the lower side. Lemonade, man, I like Lemonade going in. I think we're going to start seeing it come up and go up into those orange lines. So Lemonade, I'm bullish on it, and I'm thinking calls at this point. All right, and U.S. Foods, man, I'm thinking U.S. Foods is going to have a pullback because of the supply chain bottleneck and things of that nature. So I'm not bullish on U.S. Foods going into this week. I'm thinking we're going to have a cool down period. I think it's done a little bit too much too soon on the run up. So I'm thinking that's going to come down a little bit. So I got my orange lines there for my levels, looking at probably puts on this one. And coin is training hard, man, okay? So definitely pay attention to coin. This one's a tricky one, too. We definitely could see some more negative side to this one, but I'm thinking that we're going to see some bullish movement because crypto and DeFi and all those things like that, it's going off crazy. And a lot of these ulterior coins and Bitcoins and Ethereum and things of that nature are moving. So I like coin going into it. I think we're going to see some upside on it, and this thing likes to shoot quick. And these are some other tickers that I'm thinking of when I think of the blockchain and cryptocurrency. These are other ones that definitely have my attention, okay? I like, Riot. Murner's always been a good one. Hive. There's a few other ones. BT. Some of these have been beaten down recently and have some opportunity to go up this particular week and make us some good money on some calls or some puts, depending on direction. But definitely pay attention to these. And when we talk about blockchain and cryptocurrency, we're also talking about DeFi and fintech. Okay, so these are definitely some fintech tickers that you need to pay attention to moving into the future, and definitely have these on your radar and do some DD on some of these tickers. Remember, if you do the green side, you also got to do the red side, man. Different opportunities going both ways. Some are better than others. Definitely research them, find out which ones have good growth potentials, and try to get in at the lowest price possible so that you can make some good money in the long term if you're a long swing investor on these. And you guys already know my mentality, man. It's a market coalition out there. It's not just me in the fight, man. You got to go to war with a team, and I got a great team and a couple new team members that are supporting me and things of that nature, and we're supporting each other. So check these people out. They're all in the market coalition together. All right, exclusive trading, man. They hit me up. They wanted my bot. So if you guys are part of exclusive trading over there, you will see the Chuck Fu trading bot over there posting alerts just like I do on all the other platforms. So exclusive trading, here's your shout out. There's their Discord. Go check them out. See what they're about. And Aloha Analytics, man. They got a lot of bots on this particular server, and the people that run this server are pretty down to earth, and they answer their DMs and things of that nature. So definitely go to that Discord, check them out. If you want a bot on your server, hopefully you come get my bot. Holler at your boy if you do. But there's tons of other stuff over there. So check out Aloha Analytics. And the Old Faithful, you guys know I be rocking with these people all day long and been doing it for a while. Dedicated Investors, my boy Brendan, Crazy Machete over there. Big shout out. Nexpert is over there too. Definitely go check out Dedicated Investors. And the Chris Sane Discord, all right? We got Chart Zaddy over there. Mario's over there, man. We're doing good things in that pro room. Come check us out over there on the Chris Sane Discord. And of course, we got the Traders War Room Discord, and come take a look at us over there, man. We're part of the Market Coalition. We're all doing this, man. We're a team, all right? We're growing, learning, and sharing together. We look at the stock market like it's a war zone, the stocks and the sectors. Those are our battles. We're doing it together, man. Truly wanting to attack, conquer, destroy every day, and be better prepared today than we were yesterday. And we got free and paid service, so please come take a look at us and check us out over there. And as always, if you're ready to rock with us, then follow me and let's go to war.